This morning, we are taking a closer look at the growing efforts to vaccinate more Americans for COVID-19. Right now, the Pfizer vaccine has full FDA approval for anyone 16 and older and emergency use authorization for kids 12 to 15. In Erie County right now, more than 44% of kids 12 to 15 are fully vaccinated. More of the 16 to 25-year-old population is vaccinated than that 26 to 34-year-old population. Pfizer is now working to get approval for kids as young as 5 years old. In order to get that authorization, Pfizer needs to submit the findings of its trials on children to the FDA, which the company is expecting to do sometime later this month. All new for you this morning, I'm finding out what the experience of one of those trials is like from one Western New York family who took part in one.
Her name is Petal Storm, and she is a baby hognose snake.
10-year-old Ayla has the perfect pet for someone who loves science.
Well, she's very friendly.
And the Amherst middle schooler is cementing her own spot in the science world. She's one of about 50 kids under the age of 12 taking part in a Pfizer BioNTech Clinical Research study of the COVID-19 vaccine at Rochester Clinical Research.
Ayla's mother found out about this. She's a nurse, and she checked into it. Ayla, who is very interested in COVID and especially avoiding it, wanted to do the study. So that is how we got into it, with the hope that maybe she might receive the vaccine sooner.
I just really wanted the vaccine to make sure I don't get sick, because that can be a pretty big problem.
In total, about 4,500 children are part of this phase of the study. It's designed to collect information about the safety of the vaccine, how well it's tolerated, and the amount of antibodies it produces in children. Ayla got her first injection in June. 3 weeks later, she got a second.
What we don't know is whether she had the vaccine or the placebo. It's a blind study.
Ayla kept track of her temperature through the process.
2 days, 99 was my temperature.
She also had to go to Rochester a number of times for nasal swabs and blood work. Her mom says she really hasn't had any side effects, but that doesn't mean she didn't get the vaccine.
As they're learning for children, and children's responses are different than adults, it's entirely possible that after the 2 administrations, you would feel nothing. Her temperature remained in the basal stage that they were checking with, so it's very possible she got the vaccine, it's very possible she did not.
The family will find out this fall if Ayla got the actual vaccine or a placebo. If she learns she was given a placebo, she can then decide if she wants to get vaccinated. Her mom says all along her daughter's been the one choosing if she'd like to continue being part of the trial. That choice and having an open conversation about COVID-19 was important to their family.
Explaining what was going on here, it was never a force. It was, is this something you'd like to be a part of? Is this something you want to do? And at any time, if she didn't, she could pull back from it. But because of the ramifications that it has for more children, and because we really want to have that vaccine available for the under 12 group, especially now that they are becoming one of the hardest hit areas for what's going on with the variant, it gives her a kind of important little place in history that she played a part.
Yeah, it's so interesting to think that kids in our area can have that impact by taking part in things like this. Now, Ayla did get some small stipends for taking part in this trial and told her mom thinks she got about $600 so far. She told me that's great to have, but says she was most interested in getting the vaccine as soon as possible because she's a cautious person, thinks it'll help keep her and the people that she loves safe. So moms, dads, we want to hear your take because we have a poll going on this morning on WKBW.com/mytake. We asked you, do you plan to get your kids vaccinated for COVID-19 once a vaccine becomes available for kids 12 and under? Right now, 31% of you said yes, 64% said no, 5% still undecided. And you can still vote for the next 30 minutes. Just head to our website, WKBW.com/mytake. Go to my social media. I shared it there. We want to hear what you think. You can see those results right there at the bottom of your screen right now.